Hey everybody, my name's Kalima. I am a Uber Eats driver. Dylan asked me to fill in for him and do a little video about my experience as a driver. I normally work in entertainment, but this is my little side hustle, so I thought I could come and give you guys a couple tips. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and definitely leave some comments in the comment section if you have any questions or if you've experienced the same things I have. You can follow me at KalimaCamTV, and of course, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. Let's try to get this to 100 likes if we can, guys. Okay, so today I want to share 10 tips for new Uber Eats drivers. First of all, make a schedule. If you're like me, then your life is a little sporadic. Some days you're available to drive Uber Eats, some days you're not. So if you look on the Uber Eats app, you can actually see what days they're offering like bonuses, like boost hours, and that's usually how I work my schedule around, because I don't really like to work for the regular rate. I'd rather work knowing that I'm making a higher rate. It may be a little bit of a learning curve, but you'll definitely get used to it. So number 2, create your own strategy. If you know that this is a certain area that you already know well, stick within that area. Make sure that your car is clean and, at least your passenger seat is open, so that you can easily put your food down. Your drink holders are open so you can easily put your drinks in there. Create like a flow for yourself so it just becomes a little bit easier. Number 3, treat your customers as friends. If you know that something's going on with the restaurant, send them a quick text message. Don't text and drive, but make a quick phone call if you can and let them know what's going on. When you get to their house, say if you couldn't get a hold of them, make sure that when you give them their food, make sure you tell them, hey, this is what happened. If it's any inconvenience to you, make sure to call Uber, because they're the ones that are going to help you with this problem. I found that the nicer you are to the customers, the more likely they are to tip. Living in Los Angeles, people are always on the go, so they're just wanting to get their food. They don't really care for a conversation, really. So just being extra nice to them, it makes them remember you and they feel like better about their experience, and they're likely to tip. Sometimes the people you think are not going to tip, they actually do tip. I had one girl, I actually forgot to get her drink, and she was really upset about it. She just sort of had this energy where it's like, ugh, like she forgot my drink. I'm not going to call Uber just to get a drink. But she ended up tipping me anyway, which, I felt really bad about. But to see, that there are some people who are just like, it happens. There's people who are servers and stuff, drivers, Uber Eats drivers themselves, and they're just like, hey, I'm still gonna tip her. I know that she's living for tips. I know that tips mean a lot to her. Number 4, communicate with your customers. If there's something going on, like I said, definitely let them know via text or call, but also let them know that if there's an issue, they need to call Uber, or you should call Uber yourself, because otherwise that customer may take it out on you and it may affect your tip. If they think that you were the one that was in control of that issue, explain to them that it was out of your control and that Uber will either refund them, or you can call Uber and see if you could get a credit, but let them know like what's going on so that your name is in the clear and you'll continue to have a great review. Number 5, since you're not previewed to what restaurants you can accept beforehand, make sure to be in the areas that are good restaurants, great menus where people are likely to, get bigger orders, or, at least you are familiar with the route so that you can run to that restaurant and the streets to be able to get back to whatever address you have to go to. You're not previewed to the address of where you're going to be delivering to, so it's better to take control of what you can, which is the restaurants that you're going to be going to. And for me personally, I don't like to deliver from McDonald's restaurants. McDonald's restaurants tend to be like people who obviously don't have a lot of money and they can't really tip a lot, tips really do help with the wage. So I try to avoid anything from McDonald's, and the best thing about it is in the app you can cancel at any time. I'm in Los Angeles, so it does differ from different cities, but if you cancel, there is no penalty for Los Angeles. Also, if there's a long wait time at a restaurant, they used to pay for waiting, but now it's like if you have to cancel, you can cancel. So once I accept and I see that it's McDonald's, I usually cancel. Unless my shift has been super dead, I usually cancel McDonald's. Number 6, try to get all the condiments and, utensils that you can. If you're not one to remember those little things, make sure to let the restaurant people know, hey, are all the condiments and everything inside? If they say no, grab them yourself. And you can also tell Uber, call Uber and say, hi, every time I come to this restaurant, unfortunately, they don't prepare these bags properly. It is their responsibility to do so. I guess maybe in different cities the responsibilities may differ, but I've never gotten a call from Uber or anything that said, hey, since you forgot the utensils, we're gonna have to give you a bad rating or something like that. So just try to prepare as much as you can for that delivery. Number 9, speaking back to just driving in general, and sort of creating your own schedule, I suggest driving part-time first. Don't jump in doing full-time just because you don't know what to expect. You don't know, I'm in LA where it is very busy. If I was not familiar with driving on the roads here, I don't think I'd want to commit to a full-time situation. That's what's so great about being a delivery driver is it's flexible. So if you decide that, you know what, I think this is better for a part-time or a side hustle for me, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Last but not least, and this may be the most important thing, is to save Uber's number in your phone. Always screenshot your routes. Always get a reference number for that call. Also, if you know that there's going to be something going on with that customer, say if you delivered and they're just not answering their door and you've decided to go ahead and leave their food right outside and leave a note to let them know that, hey, I left your food outside, because remember, Uber does not pay for all wait times. You can screenshot that customer's ID code for that delivery or the order number for that delivery, and make sure to call Uber and let them know, this person never came outside, but I did leave their food outside, because that customer could really put it as your fault if you don't clear yourself. If you've decided that you actually think that this might be a great fit for you and you haven't signed up yet, you can definitely use my referral code, which means that you will get a bonus, and the bonus does differ per city, but without a referral code, you won't get an extra bonus on your deliveries, and why not make some extra money on top of the money that you're already making? Thank you guys again. Make sure to give a thumbs up, comment where you're from and who you drive for. If you already drive for a different platform or the same platform, definitely let me know. Once again, my Instagram is @KalimaCamTV, and this has been another awesome episode of Rideshare Hub. Hope to see you next time.